Good evening. Happy Monday to the Pioneer Family Show. Sorry we're a couple minutes late tonight. The Pioneer Family Show. Sorry we're a couple minutes late tonight. Took us a few minutes to get extra ready tonight. I'm hoping you're not getting feedback back, but maybe you are. Gonna make sure you're not. Hey to Mike Green, Michael Peevler, what's going on? David Tracy, Mike Parrish, what's going on this evening? Yes, again, guys, it is the Monday Night Family Show. Make sure you're not getting any feedback. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe. You see we got the new intro back. That's good. Welcome, Ricky, to another week.
Very good. Weeks pass very quickly.
Weeks go by quick. Super quick. Good evening, Dennis. Good evening, Michael Peevler. Thursday. Alfred says hello. Hey, Frank, how are you? Frank, we missed you on Saturday. Yeah, guys, Saturday we had a fantastic, super fun, outstanding pigeons in the auction room on Saturday. They're running right now.
Very nice. Number two, a very nice group of people that came.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Pleasureful. Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. People handled the birds, the Valentine pairs, and very, very, very nice group of people. Enjoyed ourselves big time.
I thought it was.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Together,
like a real family of people.
Yeah.
And for anyone living within 500 miles or 800 kilometers of this facilities to handle any of these birds in our Valentine sale, it would probably cost you minimum of $1,500 a piece to go to Europe just to handle one or two, if you can even get in, to see these people. So anyone that didn't come, you're missing a lot.
Yeah.
I'm missing a lot.
A lot of people miss. You want me to tell you how?
Yeah.
I had a gentleman come in and say, well, how do you know how these good pigeons feel and what you like and what this and that? Because I've went and handled so many pigeons from so many top lofts from around the world. And you want to know what? Every Saturday when we put on an open house, we give the local people an opportunity to get outside that box and use your fingers. And the people who show up every week, good on you. And
I'm telling you, if you had to come from 300 miles, let's say 500 and something kilometers, if you're in the now, wow, cheap, just to get your fingers to handle top-notch
pigeons,
quality pigeons, right?
Yeah.
But I know guys that'll go from here to an hour and a half drive over there to go into handle a bunch of barn plugs. Basically, shit. I hate to say it again, but shit. So,
hey, you know what? You can only put it to them in front of them. It's up to them to try it and feel it. And that's how you learn.
Yeah.
And when people say they don't have the fingers, they don't, what are you feeling for? After a while, you got to say, you need to learn it yourself. You need to learn it. If you want to learn it, come and learn it.
The only way you learn it, when we're talking about fingers, it's like playing a piano. You start playing the piano. Your fingers feel the keys. You're here, you're listening when you're playing the piano. If you don't play the piano, your fingers will never feel the keys. Never. Never. You can buy me the best piano in the world. I can't play piano. You have to play that piano to learn those keys, to get the fingers to feel it. And some people say, well, you know, it's like a doctor, a young doctor. Oh, I can't feel that. Okay, I can't feel it. He's a young doctor, but get a doctor that's been feeling this arm. He can feel the lump in the arm. Why? He's got the fingers. That's what we're talking about.
And you get that through
it's an education.
You get that through practice, practice, practice. And guys, that's why we say on Saturdays we have the showroom open for you to come and practice. We don't want you to buy. No, buy? No. That comes at another stage. Mm-hmm. First, come and handle. Handle first and see what you like. Guys, remember, it's the best hour and a half, 2 hour, 3 hour, 15-minute drive you'll make. I promise. Because again, there's nowhere I can go in Toronto to any type of an event, a bowling alley, a pool hall, the Leaf game, the Raptors game, a bar, or a restaurant, and get free food, free drinks, and free education all in one sitting. And you want to know what? Guys, we're giving it to you. We may not always be here forever, so take the opportunity while we are.
I'll give an example. I learned so much. A guy by the name of Sal. He's out in the London, Ontario area.
Right.
And I didn't know. He said, well, I used to bowl. I don't know how, he's probably 65, 75 years old. He said, I used to bowl, and it was quite a bowler. He used to go all over, and they used to bowl. And he said he could tell he got so good in bowling,
right,
that when the holes on the bowling ball weren't the right, he had the holes made for his fingers.
Yeah, we know.
And if he had to use a different ball, it couldn't do it.
Right.
But me, I never bowled. So I could take any bowling ball and make it work. No, it's wrong. You got to have the fingers in the right.
Anyways, guys,
anyways, it's the truth.
We can go on about 4,000 things, but we went on about that one. Again, Pioneer One Loft race. We started taking birds. When's the 18th? Next week. How many guys got their birds ready? Ian? Warner? Who else we got? Mike? Look, I'm calling out some of the good guys here. Frank, you got to have babies by now.
18th. What's the date today? 13th.
Today's the 13th.
I have 5 that I've weaned that would be ready by that time. I've weaned them. They're in the crate. You know, in my basket. That's the way I do it. I wean them early. We had a couple guys come over in the weekend, and they seen those youngsters, and they said, "Oh, you wean them already." You're darn right, I wean them already. I said the race when the egg is laid. And when I wean them at 16 days, you better think about, I show them the water once or twice, but better think about eating. So they're my guys, those 5.
They're ready to roll.
They're ready to roll. I could do a demonstration and just show you how they're already acting at this age. Yeah, so they're ready. So another week, I'm ready.
You're ready to roll.
With only 5.
With only 5.
Right.
And yes, guys, please remember, we're not putting any birds of our own this year to help out anybody in our race because there's no limits. You don't have to pay nothing up front. So you guys can put in 40 birds. You don't have to worry about replacements. You just keep bringing them up till June the 1st. Bring them after round. Bring them and fill up the loft. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, the Valentine's Day auction is going. I know there's some people that have asked. Yes, guys, when you buy them as a pair. You don't say, I want a cock from lot 1 and the hen from lot 10. No, they're sold as match pairs. Please remember that.
Because the quality breeders that we have, they chose those birds special to hope that when you buy them, you have success. And these people that chose these birds, high quality pigeon, people,
Good.
masters,
Yeah.
professors
Yeah.
in the pigeon game. We don't talk about pigeon keepers. They're not pigeon keepers.
No, and there's a whole lot of auction sites out there that all they're flogging is pigeon keepers birds. They got nice looking little drawings in the pedigrees, and that's what they flog off, guys. We want to sell performance here and not make believe writing. But anyways,
Right.
You know what? We got something interesting we're going to show
Mm-hmm.
tonight. We talked about it last week. I guess we could bring this up now. Guys, take a look at this. Should I do the video or the photo? I am going to do the eye. Now that eye is a good looking eye, isn't it? Very, very nice. Take a look at that eye. Beautiful. It's bright. It's super healthy. And reminder, the pigeon that this is on has a perfect body, 10 plus. Very nice pigeon. Now we're going to show you the opposite eye. And here it is. There's the opposite eye. Now, for you guys.
The opposite on the same bird.
Same bird, opposite side. Right eye, left eye, opposite side of the head. There is the eye, and we are going to give it to you also so you can see the eye in movement. That's how the eye looks. You can see foggy. And I will go back to the picture here momentarily. What do you guys think this is? We have an idea what we've looked at. But I wanted to show this to you guys so you could see it. Again, there it is. There is the good eye on one side, and there is it almost looks like it's a glass eye.
Very foggy, and as you see, you don't see any
of that.
Of that. So what you point out is on the good eye, you see the pupil, you see the rings, you see the what do you call it? The iris, the mountainous.
Yeah, you see the whole eye.
You see that. Very, 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 very nice. This here is cloudy. It's shot.
It looks like a marble.
Yeah, it's actually this picture here. Mm-hmm. It looks better to me than the true eye on that pigeon. This looks better to me. A little bit better.
There you go. So let's see what the people's comments are. We'll let the people talk about it first. And again, okay, looks blah. Okay, so Mike Green says hatched out. Ian Sybil says looks blind in that eye. Eye infection, inflammation. Looks blind to me, says Warner. David Tracy says blind. Mm-hmm. I would say it once had paratyphoid, water in the eye.
The thing I'm going to say about paratyphoid is I really never seen pigeons come out of paratyphoid.
Now this pigeon here, super great body.
Very nice.
No problems with the bird at all. Got good character, everything. Guacamole needs some of that. Blue checker, okay. What is was it damaged in the nest by a poke? That's pretty good. That's a good one too. The eye is watery. It is under stress and has blinded the bird. Hey, so I think some pretty good points. Now
I think we have a lot of people there hit the nail right on the head. Blind.
It's blind for sure.
And yeah.
And we looked up we looked up in the book, and we can just this book here. Oh. Here's the book here. It's the what would be the name of this book? I gotta read it, but it's the Pigeon. This is the one from Australia. We looked it up, and that was what it said. That was one of they had a couple, I guess what would we say, diagnostics or
what here in this book?
Yeah,
they're both the same.
They're both the same. So this is what it said on that, and I will just leave that up there so you guys can read it. I would read it, but
it's too blurry from here.
For us, for me, it's a bit far.
Mhm.
Hopefully you guys can read that. But you read it already today. And Richard, what did it totally come out and say?
Well, it said it could have been from being picked.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, one fellow there said picked in the nest,
Mm-hmm.
right? But this bird would never have been brought if it was picked in the nest.
Right.
So it could have got picked in the basket,
right?
Somewhere along the line, quarantining, whatever. And then when they get picked, they get an infection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there isn't any treatment for it.
Can't fix
None.
it. No.
And then the infection then kills the eye. And like so many people said there, 4 or 5 people, they become blind in the eye.
And you know,
and it does not hurt the bird's breeding, but it will not race the way it should.
no.
But as far as breeding goes, if you want it for a breeder or you want to keep it for pleasure, you know, like if you have a bunch of birds just flying around for pleasure, you know, like I have my cracked tumblers up there, you know, boom, I got one with this.
Lowe's Law says paratyphoid blows out the eye as well. Did it in this book of avian? Did it say anything there about paratyphoid?
No, it didn't.
It didn't. Now, are we saying?
So that's that picture, and where's the other picture we had here?
As I'm saying, I'm not a vet. We looked it up here in this book, and that's what they had said.
It says that you can get swelling underneath the eye, like inflamed,
right.
Puffed up, because the bird sometimes tends to rub itself against the shoulder of the wing, and then it creates irritation, a lower irritation on the eye. So, but it didn't say anything about paratyphoid, and yeah, I know what people are thinking with paratyphoid. You know, when they do the old like this. Well, no, it didn't say anything about that here.
Fun fact, guys, it's interesting. When I go to Europe to the lofts, most guys, they use widowhood baskets for racing their old birds. They don't put any of the birds in group communal baskets. Here in North America, everyone's so lazy, they're using communal baskets. And how many times when you go to the club do you see guys in a basket that should hold 8 or 10, maybe 12 pigeons? They've got them packed with 20, 18, 25. You see it.
Yeah.
Good chance that this can happen, you know.
They get picked.
Don't overload them. Just watch out. But I thought that was an interesting to see.
Now, someone there commented, I think on your picture there, it looked like the bird had a respiratory problem because you know, it gets that wetness around the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And that respiratory, yeah, that's a good point, but that's it doesn't say anything about respiratory in here, you know.
Again, guys, we're not vets. We thought we would show this to you guys. So, hey, if you have this problem, something you can take a look at. But I thought it was interesting.
When I've seen this in the past, I say, God, eliminate this thing. Eliminate it. But it says in this book, it's exactly, it's been picked, it got an infection that went in, there's no cure for it. And it does say in here, if you want to go through it, you remove the eye. Take it to a vet, have him remove the eyeball right out from the bird, and that's it. But why would you do that? Because the eye's dead anyways.
So Mike Vandriak says, because it's still watering, I suspect the condition will affect the overall health of the bird unless the eye is surgically removed. Well,
that might be a good point. Maybe, I mean, why would this person here is a pigeon flyer, and he's also a pigeon vet.
Right.
And I guess he writes in here that surgically removed the eyeball. And I think what Mike's saying is because probably why would he write that unless he wants to
The bird though has no there's no effect on the. I mean, the bird's got great body, great everything. I mean, there's nothing
but
wrong
like
with the bird.
Mike says the eye's going to water.
Okay, water. So but my question is,
and if the bird can't see properly,
now, I mean, he eats good, he drinks good, he's doing everything good. I wonder what'll happen. Will he go down and wait and fall off, or will he be okay?
no, but he's going to have an irritation because if he can't see stuff flying into that area,
okay, maybe it'll always be irritated.
Yeah, so I don't know, when they do an eye removal, they might sew up the eyelids, sew it together. I don't know.
That's an interesting one. I don't know. I thought you guys might want to see that. That's more for
that's
again.
So basically, if you do see it in your loft, don't think, oh, that bird, it's got some sickness. This is going to come right through my loft. It's going to be get rid of it. It says in the book here, it's only an infection that got picked. Usually they get picked, crowded basket, or they got in a bad fight in the loft, and it just it's like.
Well, it's funny. We have one of the Eddie Grugian birds is in the auction, in a nice open loft. I don't know. She got in a fight with somebody there. You can see they were fighting. Like it's funny how they sometimes they get going and then you see like fight. You know what I mean? One of the Leo Herman's best breeders hens lost an eye to an aggressive young cock she was paired to a year. Well, there you go. As again, guys,
it's life.
It's life, and that's why we show it. We want to show you a few different things. This popped up.
The main thing is don't get panicky and say, "Oh, I got to kill that thing." Take a look at it. It's got some weird sickness.
Right, and again, having birds years and years and years, you see things come up. How many times have we seen this?
I've only seen it 3 times in my lifetime, and normally in the past, when I see it, I eliminate the bird.
Yeah.
And so I made a couple. In this case, probably made some mistakes.
If it's a young pigeon and you're not there to breed out of it or nothing, I would eliminate it. I mean, if it's a super breeder of yours or whatever, okay, play the game and you'll be try it out. What do you got to lose? I don't know.
Well, if it comes out of something real good,
but the problem is you get people come over, the people see it, people, you know how it is. People that don't see it don't understand.
Or have never seen it.
Or never seen it, sure. What can we say? Well, that's that. I thought we would get into that and show you guys what it was. And again, very interesting. What an eye. And the other eye, just like that, perfect. You would never even know.
Well, you'd think if it was something like some kind of weird sickness, that both eyes would get affected by it, right?
100%, or that's what I would assume. And it's funny because we had that book, and I remember when we knocked off birds, we didn't have the book here. We didn't have it, so we just made a decision to eliminate. And we seen this one come up. I said, "Hey, check it out in that book," figuring that, hey, eliminate, and no problem.
Yeah.
So there you have it. There's that. Remember, guys, if you have questions, you want to talk anything related to pigeon racing, pigeons in general, please let us know. This show works best when you guys participate. We started off participating good. Come on, guys, wake up. I don't know. I don't think it's cataracts, but
no, you can see the eye looks like it's dying. It's dying. Yeah, it's blind, dying.
You can't hold your hand. You put your hand right by his face. It doesn't move. It doesn't gone blind. But there you have it. We've got a quiet group all of a sudden. What else were you thinking tonight, Ricky?
Go out there and check all their birds and make sure their eyes are okay.
Yeah. Check on their birds, eh? I will note, I call 5 paramixo birds. 4 of them had 2 different eyes. None were cloudy. Let's hear that one again. I will note, I called 5 paramyxovirus birds. 4 of them had 2 different eyes. None of them were cloudy. Okay, 2 different eyes. None of them were cloudy. So I would say that eye's cloudy. Wouldn't you say that?
Oh yeah, very cloudy. The pupil, the whole interior of the eye, as you can see in that picture you were showing us there.
Mm-hmm.
The pupil, everything goes way in. You can hardly see it. You can't even see it. And the whole, the iris, the mountainous area in the eye, totally goes flat, and it goes way. The eye sinks. The thing sinks way back in. It's very cloudy. You can't see anything out of it.
Well, Brian is always on the show. Brian, there is an eye of one side of the pigeon, same pigeon, great body. Here is the other side. We gave a little breakdown of what we felt, what we read up on it, what it was. Someone asked, what is this question here? Could you give more details about culling? Do you throw them in the garbage truck? Come on, guys. Culling. Do I throw them in the garbage truck? You know what? You can use your as I say, your own thoughts about what.
What I do normally is I dig a hole about 8 feet deep, and then I put them down in, and I put a little bit of sand on top of them. But at this time of the year, the ground's frozen. So what I have to do is I have to put them in my freezer till I wait till spring. And then digging is another thing. I get a shovel, a round mouth shovel, and I go down about 8 feet, and I just put them down in there, and that's it.
We don't get into that.
No, that's what I do. Yeah. That's what I do.
No, I know. People, you do whatever you want.
Garbage truck.
Yes, I call that cloudy. Yeah. All right, that's right. So you killed a few, or not? You had them with paratyphoid, and they didn't have cloudy eyes. They had different eyes. Okay. Man, what else is there tonight, Ricky? The audience is quiet.
You call them. You could put them in your garden if you want. They're good for the garden.
Yeah, you could put them in the garden. You can eat them. You can feed them to your
Could
cats. You? Sure, you could. I mean, you take a look at the price of food right now. Mm-hmm. You go to a Chinese restaurant. Take a look at how much pigeon is there.
But I don't know if you want to,
Hey guys, thanks for the shirts. They look like dresses on the boys, but they'll love them. They'll grow into them. Yes, of course they're going to grow into them. That's why we got them a little bit bigger. Just don't get any ketchup or mustard on the shirts. And thanks again, Lance, for coming down on the weekend. It was nice that you brought a pigeon guy with you. Hopefully he enjoyed himself. Another new flyer in the Peterborough area. Right here, this is him. 3DX, 3 lofts. I hear he's got a killer, real nice loft. You got to send me some photos so I can post them up there. Just remove from the main flock, Warner says. Good evening, Warner. Why did LMR wean 5? What happened to the rest? Mike is always looking at the cup negative. What happened to the rest?
They're not ready.
They're not ready, Mike. I think what'd you have? Almost everything hatch?
Yeah.
I pretty much had everything hatch. It was just the first couple early ones. Galib, hello from Kitchener. Hello, hello, hello. Have you started taking in birds on the 18th? I bought a pigeon at your auction, was solid as a cock and turned out to be a hen. Is it possible to get pedigree fixed? I'd have to ask the breeder if they would do that. I don't know. I'd have to ask. Gordon Ramsay makes a mean squab.
Yeah, tell Mike, I want to talk to Mike now. The reason why I only have 5 out of, I mean, they're, you know, they didn't all go down the same, whatever. I got had more now to wean. But there was 8, 4 pair, 8, and 3 of them I eliminated at 16 days old.
Okay.
I eliminated them. I didn't like the texture. I didn't like the response already. I eliminated. That's it. That's why I only have 5 out of 8. That's it. I don't take no shit. I won't. I wean them at 16 days. Throw them the water once. That's it. Put them in. If they can't pick the feed up and can't do that within a couple 3 days, I eliminate them. That's it. If they can't figure it out, I eliminate them. Right? That's it. That's why I have 5 out of 8.
Brian,
right?
Brian, are you talking about the Jan Hoyman's book? Is that the one you're talking about? Just wanted to see. Okay, what else was I going to say? Delano Paula wants to get a pedigree adjusted. I can see about doing that. Again, if I can't get it adjusted, just make a note on the pedigree. Oh, other thing, with our Valentine's couples, if you buy a couple and it happens to switch and be a pair of cocks or a pair of hens, don't take that as a negative, guys. Sometimes it does happen. I'm not saying it will, but you never know. Again, you look at some pairs, they're young, they were sexed young. It happens. Same like with all of our birds in our sales. There's never a guarantee on the sexes when they're young pigeons. So don't get bent or nothing. But a lot of real nice pairs in this sale. Bidding confidence, guys, I will say that. I mean, really, take a look. Take a look. Oh, Mike Vandiak says, 4 pair, small breeding team, sounds like me.
No, 4 pairs. Mike, you got it wrong. 4 pair of young ones are ready at 16 days old to wean. And when I took them out from the nest, 3 of them I wasn't happy with. I eliminated them. That's it. Not 4 pair of breeders. I got, what have I got in there? I think I got about 18 pair of breeders in there. 18 pair of breeders. So if they don't look right, when I wean them and they don't respond right within a few days, I see that, you know, that where's mommy? Oh, I'm getting thin. I'm starting to you know what I do? I eliminate them. You either want to live and be a racing pigeon, or you're eliminated. I do it early. That's it. I'm not playing around.
Hey, we got a guy from Scotland, Elskoka Loft. From Scotland, he's into show breeding. How about the red pair? Red pair is real nice. What do you think of the red pair in the auction?
Oh, they're very nice. There's another pair there. There's a red cock and a blue hen.
Yeah, the Eddie Grugins pair.
Oh,
that's nice.
Super. Oh,
guys, all the pairs too, you'll notice, I think it's kind of interesting because we asked the breeders and you can see they did quite a bit of oppositing, where maybe let's say lot number 4 from Sabrina Bergman's. The cock is a bigger cock, he's stronger, he's built better. The hen is more loose, a little raggier. She's not the nicest. Nice eye on her, nice soft feathers. But performance on both pedigrees is super. And you can see the breed up the quality. You've seen that in a few of them, the pairs. You know, maybe one pair, the hen has a little bit of open vents. The cock's vents are like steel. One cock's a little deeper, one hen's not so deep. One's a bit bigger, one's a bit smaller. Some of them switch the eyes a little bit. So interesting to see how they do it. I know you handled them all. You were pretty impressed with all of them, weren't you?
Well, I had to take them out of the show cages today, and I was honest. I thought very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Right. You know, very nice. And
again, guys,
my fingers can be very, very cruel at times. So I'm saying very nice. Very, very nice. And I think if we had these pigeons in Europe right now, a lot of the competition in Europe would like to purchase some of these birds, but they can't because we can't send them back. It's too much, you know what they call baloney, right?
I'm going to tell you, if we had I'm going to use lot number. I'm going to just a couple names because of what they've done in the past year here in wins. If you take a breeder like Guy Vandenauer, you put him in the Golden 10 auction in Belgium, that match pair will be around 15 to 25,000 euros. That pair will be. If you take Sabrina Bergman, same thing, Golden 10, they will be anywhere from 17,000 to 22,000 for that pair. And guys, I hate to say it, we bring them to you. This may be your only opportunity to get them in Canadian dollars. You guys are not competing against the Europeans. You're very lucky. You're not competing against the Chinese, and you're not competing against the world. You're competing against America, Canada, and Mexico. So, guys, do your homework. Take a look. Hold on. If you breed, okay, Elascoca loft, I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry if I butchered it. If you are breeding athletes, I must agree with the man. You want to be a winner or you go into the bin. That's it. And being a winner, you got to be a winner from the word go, pretty much, in this sport.
You got to stand out. How many times you listen to top-notch breeders in Europe, and they wean their youngsters, for example, and they watch. They say, oh, that one there. He's always right there for the feed. That one there. This one there. Oh, look, I always see that one. I always see that one. The bird points out that he wants to be a performer. He wants to excel. And like, I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm sorry, but you're not excelling when I wean you at 16 days old and I show you the water and there's the feed. You got to live. You got to want to go ahead. If you don't want to do that, you're not on my team. No. You're out. Well, that's right. So I was in the waste business for so many years. I'm going to get into that.
Well, I don't want to get into that. I got a question.
I can tell when I tell a man, "Are you interested in working for me?" Yeah. You see that garbage can over there? Go and pick it up for me. I watch how fast he moves, how fast he reacts. I watch. I put a handful of nails on the ground. If he doesn't see the nails, we're going to get flat tires. I'm saying the guy's got to have and the bird's got to have the brain to excel.
All right. Next question. ABC Loft says, I have a 2019 cock that's not interested in hens or breeding. How can I motivate him? Ah, that's an interesting one.
2019?
2019. So again. So
he's never performed before?
No, maybe he just got him. Maybe, sometimes those, I'm not saying that's a 2019's a young cock, but he's not interested.
No, he's not young.
He's not young. What is he?
4 years old.
4 years old. We've had that before.
So he's never. Where did you get him? Or is this the first time he passed the yearling? He passed the young bird yearling. 2-year-old, 3-year-old.
I don't know. He can't get him motivated. Now, is he in a section with other birds? Did you pair him up to a hen? Did he pick the hen? Sometimes cocks like to pick their own hens. Sometimes if you have a cock in a single section by himself, he has no other birds around them. They go basically dormant. They'll pair up with the hen. They'll sit beside the hen. That's it. Pigeons need motivation, guys. Everyone needs motivation. Motivation is key. For instance, interesting thing. Nicholas Norman. They spent $100,000 on the cockbird there. The best pigeon in Europe for long distance.
Right.
Magic Ivan. Put him in an individual breeding section. He paired up to his hen. Next thing, he's sitting beside the hen. Norman left him about 15 days. He said, "To hell with this." He took him, threw him in a section with 8 other pairs. He said, all of a sudden, bang, cock turned right on. He needed that fire to do it.
Sometimes they like to pick their hens too, eh? You know, they're yeah, I've had that before. He try and put him to a hen, and he plays around with her for a bit, and the next thing doesn't want to deal with her anymore. He doesn't like her. It's yeah.
Yeah, someone says Esco Loft says hemp seed helps. Yeah, I think some pigeons again are just a little bit. We had that Van Reek cock from Dean Pallet. We didn't get anything out of him till he was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He would pair, but he wouldn't go down. He was in a section. He was in an individual.
And then all of a sudden he went down in the late part of the year, like August.
Yeah.
He decided, he decided to go.
And that was the seagull's father, and bang.
He raised the
seagull.
Yeah.
He raised the seagull, and the seagull raised Miss San Diego, and then that cock after that, boom, boom, boom. And I'll tell you, so amazing. We sold the cock, and I think he was 15 years old. We sold him to Trinidad.
That's right. Yep.
And the guy got him. And the guy was breeding out of him there.
Well, that cock.
We got robbed 5 years.
That seagull cock is an 08.
Yeah.
And he was separated this winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last year they had about 4 rounds of youngsters, and the first pair of young ones I got here. They're out of those 8. One of them I eliminated.
Yeah.
Out of the 2.
You didn't like him.
Yeah, I just didn't like. He
wasn't built. He wasn't built like every child out of him was. So what did you do?
Eliminate him. I didn't like the response. I didn't like, to wean him. That's the first thing you gotta do this, right? And now when I wean them, when I go give the water and the feed, I got them out there in the basket still before I put them out. When I come, they gotta cry for me. Yeah. They gotta come for me. They gotta respond to me. Yeah. Right?
Troy says, Empire Loft is Troy, guys. LMR, do you think eliminating a slow learner is best? What if you said, let me give the one you want, eliminate a chance, and they turn out to be a top result pigeon?
Okay, the way I look at it is 90% out of 100 are garbage. So 10 out of 100 is worth working with. Okay, so why would I give a chance if you can't show right off the bat? I want to survive.
And guys, we're not talking.
That's the way I'm looking. This is no place for chances. This is where flying racing pigeons, man.
We're not talking about large head, big beak, maybe a little bit deeper, maybe the back's a little weak. We're not talking that. We're talking about pigeons that you see, they just don't got it. Something that you see, you notice, they're weak, they don't want to thrive. Remember, all kids grow differently. A kid at 6 looks different than when he's at 12, right? They all grow differently.
But normally, if they don't, when I wean them, if they don't pick it up, normally, I don't want no doubts. In other words, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. I don't want no doubts. That's it. Gone. This is it.
What's the point of taking up space? There's no need for it.
No, I'm wasting my time.
And can I ask you, how many times have you doubted a pigeon?
And it works out. It's garbage.
How many times? I don't think you've ever said it.
I've done it before. I've done it. I got a doubt about you. Oh, yeah, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance. No. Gone. Done.
Same thing, too. Funny thing. I seen it before. You catch a pigeon that catches a wire, breaks its legs. Mm-hmm. They never race right again. And if they do race, you see them, they either get hit again or they don't come home. And you want to know why that is? They're too stupid to keep their heads up. Hold on. We got lots. Can cocks be homosexuals? Yes, you can. Not a problem. Put a bunch of cocks in a section and they'll queer up. Brian Mansker says, I'm going to try the darkening system this year for the first time. Enjoy it. One thing about darkening. When you darken them, make sure you have enough ventilation. And remember, pitch dark doesn't mean darkening. It has to be dark as it is nighttime. You should still be able to read the newspaper in there. And when you take them off the dark and you put them on the lights, put them on the good light bulbs, not the fluorescent bulbs, on regular daytime screw-in little 60-watt light bulbs. Why try to make a silk purse out of a shallow ear? Sallow's ear.
That's right. Out of a sow's ear.
Sow's ear.
You're right.
My reading's bad. Bruce Dickinson says, pardon me, if they go to the landfill, you always are right. Hey, Ray, I just want to let you know, Thursday, I hope you can maybe message me after Thursday for you. Air Canada on your way. Just wanted to let you know, Thursday evening for Ray, for our Americans, tomorrow. What else we got to say here?
You know,
I'm just looking at comments.
I'm just going to say, you know, we're talking about calling young ones like that. It does hurt me to do it, but you got to do it, right? And you give them respect, you know, and you have to do it. You know, it does slightly hurt. Yeah, it does hurt me, but you know what? I feel so much better. I don't have to wait around with stuff that don't want to, that doesn't want to go. You know,
and you know, everywhere you go, I've never been to a guy's loft where a guy said that pigeon I thought was going to be crap, and it turned out. I don't think I've ever even heard it. I've heard if they look sideways, they're gone. That's it. I've heard if I look at them and I notice them and not in the positive way, they're gone. I've heard, I look at them and they bother me, they're gone.
when I wean them at that age and they go in the basket, you'll see. It'll be a couple days. They look a little bit like, oh, but next, all of a sudden you see bang, bang, bang out of 8. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, those 3, they're just sitting back in the corner. They're looking like, oh, well, can't figure this out. Wait a minute. You know, and then after a few days, when I come and I talk to them, they respond to me. They come. They respond. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? You got to see that response.
Well, and when you're feeding them, you're not putting the feed and walking away. You see, oh, look how they come to the feed.
I talk to them.
When you put the drinker in, and guys, he doesn't leave the drinker with him. When he puts the drinker in, he sees him come to the drinker and has a drink. What that's telling is the brains are starting to work, wanting to live. The bird that you see in the corner that's been there for 3 days and he's still blinking. You showed him the water once. You've actually been a bad boy and you showed him the water 2 or 3 times. That's when you take them to the garbage.
When I bring the water container and I put it in, I always make this sound. It may sound stupid, but I go bloop, 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 bloop. And when I do that, they know it's me. Thank you for the water. It's me. I am their savior. I am their king. Remember, it's me. Bloop, 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 bloop. Thank you, sir. They respect me.
They do.
From there on in.
David Tracy said, I was told years ago by a successful racer, you have to be a good color. That is true. That's right. You have to be. It's kind of not the nice part of the job.
It's not. Yeah, that's right.
And you know what I really hate when people, this is another thing. I seen one guy, he raised around the late breds. Mm-hmm. Big man, he's got a show, just talking once a week. I'm not going to mention it.
Okay.
He had around the late breds. You know, they were about anywhere from 40 days to 60 days old, 24 days old, in that range. He didn't want them.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
He took them into a farmer's field, opened the basket, and let them
They
walk
couldn't
out.
fly. All they could do is walk around because they weren't ready yet.
They weren't ready.
He dumped in a farmer's field and said the coyotes will eat them.
The coyotes, and I call that, guys, that's real cruel. That's real bad.
Yeah.
You know what? If you can't eliminate them yourselves, I hate to say it, you almost should. You shouldn't have them. It's part of. It's part of the job. Okay, we got another question. Every good race man has a big bin. It's a fact. Yes, I got 2 that. Okay, Orno says here, I've got. Let's put this up. Sorry, I'm pushing the buttons wrong. I got 2 that constantly fight, and they look like I was. Well, they're fighting. Emil Denny says, if you have 2 cocks that fight, or one cock going into another cock's box, Emil Denny says, pull the tail on one cock. It throws them off balance.
You know what? Mo was over on the weekend, and nice that Mo came to handle the birds and look at the Valentine's birds. But Mo's from Morocco, and you always learn from people from a different land of some of the systems that they have. And Mo said in his country, if they have 2 birds that fight, 2 cocks, right, constantly fighting, I can see pulling the tail out because they lose their balance to fight. They use that tail to lose the balance. But that also screws that cock because you pull his tail out. It's not a very nice feeling to have that done, right?
Right.
And then if you're using them as a race bird or whatever the situation, you've taken the tail out of them, you've kind of screwed them around. But he says they take an elastic band and they put a marker band on one leg.
Yeah.
They put the elastic band through. Mm-hmm. And on the other leg, they put a marker band.
Right.
And the elastic band on the other side.
Right.
The cocks, they do it on both cocks. The cocks don't fight no more. And he says, you do that, leave that on for about 4 days.
Now, here, you want to know
and the cock, Mo told me this. He said, that's what they do. They stop this fighting problem.
Isn't that great?
Uh-huh.
We got Emil Denny's with his answer.
Right.
And you've got another guy from a different part of the world.
Yeah, Morocco.
With their answer. And that's what makes this show, I hate to say it, so fucking good.
But who would even think of that?
No.
He told me you take the elastic band. You got an elastic band here? Here. Take the elastic band. You take a marker on one leg. Let's suppose I have a marker on this because, you don't want the marker band. You clip, how it clips.
Yeah.
Clip that in. So basically it's attached. The marker on the other. The cock, 2 cocks. You got the legs like this. He said they can fly perfectly. They can eat perfectly, do everything perfectly.
Hold on.
But when it comes to fighting, they will not fight.
Okay.
He says, Mo said, leave it on for 3 days or 4 days, and you eliminate your problem.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to go back up to some of the other questions or comments, but Ray Sheeran chimed in. Ray, get your name up on our race, man. You won last year. You got to come back and win it again. Ray says, I used to tie elastics on the feet so they can't spread their legs. Only on of the cocks. Only on the cocks.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's get back up here to the top.
So Ray's saying the same thing that, Ray has been around here for a while.
Ray tried it.
Right.
Whoever Ray heard it from, it doesn't matter. That's good.
Right.
So now he verified that Mo's idea worked. Now you got Mo's idea.
I think that's a better idea than pulling the tail out.
Okay.
Because to me, that's a negative feeling to the other cock or to the cocks.
Just 2 ways.
Right.
Just 2 ways. Okay. Darren says, Maker, I use the darkening system since I started, and I get great results without doing too much work. I don't think darkening is a lot of work. I think it's a pretty good system. Again, every system, there's always a bit of work, but darkening works very good. Ryan, when will we get to see the birds again? What birds are you talking about? Mike Vandriak says, wrap 1 foot in masking tape. Also works.
So 1 foot masking tape. Like wrap the foot? Like make it like a cast on it?
Make it like a cast.
So he's like got a stump, not a flat foot.
And like Ray says, normally he finds it's the yearlings that cause the problems. I kind of think so a bit.
The only thing what Mike said might be a good idea, but what happens when you take the tape off? Like, how does that come off?
Maybe they're, I don't know.
Like, does it bother the foot? I don't know.
Maybe you just soak it, a little bit of warm water.
Yeah, it comes off.
Yeah. Bruce Dickinson says, the elastic trick is genius. There you go. Tips on ethical ways to deter a family of hawks, of 8 hawks, had 57 rollers in the air and a big smash on Saturday. Whoa. Well, I don't think, I think this day and age, and again, as all the animals in the kingdom are getting used to man, I think I've seen people put the glass balls up. I've seen people play the flutes. I know Anna Goettia, she plays the owls. She has an owl song that she plays. It's just owls hooting.
Does it work? I don't know.
Does it work? I don't know. I think these hawks, they just adapt, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even have any advice on that.
Last year, I let the cocks out here. Those widowhood cocks. I let them out the first week of March, which I figured I was about a month early. A month to 5 weeks early in this area. I got lucky. I got no problems, right? Now I got a bunch of, I hate to say it, but I have a bunch of cracked tumblers that I'm playing around with. I'm having some fun, you know, like a little kid. We like to have fun, right? And I let them out for the last week. Every day I let them out in the morning. I haven't had any problem at all. As a matter of fact, yesterday I had my cracked tumblers out, and I just a few 100 feet from my house, I seen a hawk. The robins are back here early. The hawk took a robin right down, bang, took the robin away. Didn't touch my cracked tumblers. I can't believe it. Now, hey, tomorrow I'm going to let them out. I'm going to lose one off the roof. But
hey, guys, some great questions tonight, and good we're getting kind of off different topics here. I'm going to throw a question at you that, well, we've got a request. Darren's asking about seeing any of your youngsters. So you might have to go grab 1 or 2, maybe.
Okay.
If you want. But
yeah, you want me to bring a couple up?
If you want. When it's time,
no
whatever.
problem, yeah.
Not a problem.
You want me to bring all 5 up? I can bring them up. We'll put a piece of paper on here, you know, so if they have a dump, they can dump on a paper.
We'll just put them on the cutting board.
Right.
Anyways, okay. 1978 Baby Bear says, and guys, you can put your comments in if you think if it's good or bad. Remember, lots of ways to bake a cake.
So far, I've got such a good feeling because we talked about the cocks fighting, and we got
good answers.
Mike said the tape. The other guy said the elastic bands. Another guy says pull the tail.
Hold on.
Right.
This is a good question, and this is for everyone. So everyone that's watching, I want you to put your answer in here. Heated drinkers, good or bad, could it make bacteria? So Ricky, let's think about this. Heated drinkers. Do you like them? Yes or no? I have my thought on it. You tell me yours.
Yeah. I don't use a heated drinker. In the winter time now, especially when the containers freeze up with ice, I think the ice helps clean out the container.
Okay.
And then I go out there with a couple buckets of hot water, and I'll dunk them in hot water so everything comes out. And then I just put fresh water in, but I use the apple cider vinegar. I put that in.
Okay.
And that apple cider vinegar with the mothers in it.
Yeah, with mothers.
It helps kill bacteria, right?
Okay.
And I do that all the time. But heated drinkers, I think I think a heated drinker could contribute to bacteria. But I think if you put the apple cider vinegar in, that's going to kill a certain amount of bacteria, right? So I don't know if the heated drinker. I hate this heated drinker. If you can't be out there all the time, especially now if you have youngsters.
Okay,
Right.
now, if you're leaving for a few days, okay, a heated drinker. I think
Right.
so. If you're leaving, you're going away.
But you know what? If you're a real pigeon man, okay,
All right.
you don't leave for a few days.
You
Okay,
can't.
you can't leave because
but sometimes it happens.
No, your system
Or-
has to be a schedule on a
But
system.
but
I go out
I'm
with my
saying
birds.
if something happens, okay.
Well, if something happens,
I get it. Hold on.
you know,
Okay, so let's see. Let's just see. Hold on. Let's see what some
you
of the
screwed up the
comments are.
system.
Okay, good to keep the water from freezing if you're gone a few days. Troy says, I use water heaters. It works for me. If you're home all day, retired, you can change the water.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Right.
Now, when you weren't home all day, when you weren't, you would go, before you went to work, you give them good warm water.
Yeah.
You'd come home from work and it would just be freezing or be frozen. Pigeons would either eat some snow in the aviary.
Yeah,
the pigeons would lick the ice. Would they not lick the ice?
Well, I guess they could if you had them out in the aviary, but
the drinker.
I didn't. Oh, the drinker.
drinker,
I didn't like to breed when I couldn't have water for them all day long.
Okay.
If I was gone to work, I'd make sure the water was lukewarm before I left, and then. But you know, at that time, I like to start breeding about March, before the water freezes.
All right, hold on.
Like the water wouldn't freeze up.
We got more here. So let me read some here. David Tracy says, I've never used heated drinkers. Rather have them freeze. I think freezing kills the germs. I like that one. I'm a fan of that one. Mike Vandriak says, if you are breeding in cold weather and you can't change the water every couple hours, heated drinkers are a very good idea. Okay. Escoca Lofts, again from Scotland. Sorry, I'm butchering the name. I use bleach and chloride to kill bacteria. Works fantastic. Something that works super fantastic. I wasn't a believer, but we did some research. But apple cider vinegar with the mothers in it, I think it could be even better than bleach. Because when you bleach something, bacteria can come back on it and grow. Anything that's been doused in vinegar,
that's right.
Bacteria can't grow on. So just you can throw that out there.
I don't know how to explain it, but if you have something so clean,
we got more comments, man.
That bacteria will grow on it. I don't know how to explain it.
Hey, you know what? We're just giving ideas.
Yeah, it's.
We just use bleach in the water.
I know a good friend of mine. He's a butcher.
Right.
Okay. And I don't want to mention his name because I don't want to put his name out there. But when he says they slaughter a beef or a pork, and they go to hang it up in their fridge,
right?
To hang. Soon they do it. They spray it with mother's apple cider vinegar. The whole thing gets sprayed with that on. So nothing will come on, he says. No bacteria will try and come on.
And guys, if you, I'm going to read more of these comments. You guys are doing good. We're going to keep this show going. If you're too cheap to go and buy it, if you go on YouTube, you can look at how to make mother's apple cider vinegar. We might do a batch this summer for fun.
Your own, yeah.
Make it your own. You can do that. Ray Sheeran says, I have heaters in the drinkers, but I have plenty of extra bowls so they can clean the drinkers after replacing it with new, to avoid bacteria daily. So basically he has extra drinkers. He has heaters in his drinkers, but he switches out the drinking bowls.
The other thing
when he changes the water.
The other thing I might say is a little bit of a pun here, but if a pigeon man wants to have a happy pigeon life, he must have a good wife to change the water every 2 hours if he's not working.
That's right. Okay, DeKine says, hello, DeKine from California. When I used to live in Alaska, I change it in the morning and in the evening. That's right. The same thing here in Canada. We got to change it twice in a day. You can almost do it 3 times here. Bruce, if you can't bring water twice a day, then probably good. Yeah, I think Bruce is right. Remember, if you can bring it twice a day, you should be all right.
Yeah, I don't. I've always tried to figure out a pigeon.
We got more.
If I don't understand it, I have water for the birds. They love to eat snow. Even if I take a dish and put it in there, they're picking the snow. They're picking the snow. I don't know why they love to eat snow.
Darren Shepard writes, 1978 baby bear. I used the heated drinkers. You need to wash it like let it stay every weekend, or else you will get green moss or green mold in there, whatever. Rosedale Loft writes, a guy I know gives his birds enough time to drink after feeding during the winter, then dumps the water. If you're not breeding, guys, feed them.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Drink them within an hour, you can take the water away. Apple cider vinegar, very excellent, says Bruce Dickinson. Man, you guys,
you gotta do it every day.
I gotta go back up to some more comments, but we're gonna keep going through here, guys. Mm-hmm. But Baby Bear, my country does not be cold, and that's another thing. It's so funny in Europe that you would think they may have heated drinkers, but they don't there at all. I never seen anyone in there with heated drinkers.
Yeah, but it doesn't freeze there.
But I know guys are getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go feed their birds and stuff.
Change the water.
They don't talk. It's funny. Guys like that, you would think they sell 10-liter drinkers.
Yeah, I just give them.
Put 20 liters of water in and leave
I don't have to change the water for 3 days.
No. That's called being lazy.
Clean water. You know what? Just you know what's good with your drinkers? If you got the thing you use for the toilets, the brush, toilet brush. Put it in there like this, or even the brush for a painting brush.
Paintbrush.
Take it in there, put your painting brush in there, and do that. Boom, get some of that shit out of there. It's fine.
I got to scroll back up here in a minute, but hold on. So Troy says, so you can wash your drinkers and then wash them out with apple cider vinegar. I wouldn't
wash them out.
I don't think you got to wash them with bleach and then wash them with apple cider.
No.
I think once you start getting the apple cider in there,
I wouldn't put the bleach near that apple cider vinegar, because the bleach is going to kill the value of the apple cider vinegar. The bleach is going to neutralize all the
everything that the apple cider does.
That does not apple cider vinegar is a natural ingredient.
I will say something. This is a good point. If you can't buy glass drinkers are the best ones you can to use.
Very
okay. Right. If you are a guy that treats for canker, you
glass or clay, clay,
whatever. If you can't get if you can't get those, and you want to leave no stone unturned, you can have a drinker for respiratory, you can have a drinker for canker, you can have a drinker for cocci, and that concoction only goes into that drinker.
That's right.
Because it leachades in whatever it does. And then you'll have, when you're done giving them any product, you go back to your standard drinker with your apple cider vinegar in it, that always has it in it. I think that's good. I don't think it is good to mix, because remember, plastics, they absorb. And it's so funny. I go to Annex. All she uses are glass drinkers. She says, I refuse. I will not use anything else. Has to be glass drinkers. Not only does it keep the water cooler, but it's much healthier. And everything stays in properly. So, Darren, Brian,
breaks easy. That's the problem.
When will you be streaming again? Well, we're gonna be back on. Don't worry, we're on pretty much a couple times a week. Maybe I'll have to do another trip back to Europe again. time, money, and right now we're super busy, but we've got some things in the works. Mike Green says, we water before to work, then we water after when we get home. That's good. Sometimes a bit of bacteria can be good. And that's another thing. That is another thing, guys. Having everything sometimes, I think, too clean is not good. Maybe that's coming across wrong, but you know what I mean by this.
Yeah, I knew a fella, I think he passed away now. You can't remember how many years. I think it's been about 30 years or so. But I went to, I go to visit him every once in a while. Son of a gun. He used to have his drinker in his fly pen.
Yeah, this is a great story.
Right. And he had a bowl.
It wasn't a drinker.
No, it wasn't a drinker. It was a bowl about, this 12 inches round.
Right.
And about probably 4 inches deep.
Right.
And he just went in, he'd go in there.
Yeah.
And he just took his, he had a container that he used to water the flowers.
Yeah.
Without
flower pot, a flower drinker.
Flower drinker container.
Right.
With a spout. You just go in, add the water, and that was it. I said, holy jump. Don't you ever? And there was literally mosquitoes, larvae, swimming in it, tadpoles. You know what I'm saying?
Green moss,
sludge. Stuff with sludge and whatever.
You can take your finger in and scoop it right out.
Scoop it out. And if you want to put it on a piece of bread and eat it, you can do what you want.
That was Tommy Offen, right?
No, it wasn't Tommy Offen. It was somebody else. But the pigeons were just sparkling. The feather, the wattles, everything was just, the youngsters, just perfect. I said, hey, you're not wiping it out at all? No, I just like that. Pigeons were hard like stone. Beautiful. So, I mean,
Now, fun fact, I went to Willie Daniels, and this is a mid-70s man, one of the best flyers of hens in Belgium. His drinkers are in his aviary, but his drinkers are set up like a transporter. So the pigeons have to put the heads through and drink like they're on a truck.
Very nice.
He makes it a little uncomfortable. You should see how he does it. Quite interesting. Okay, we got some more here. Let me read a couple of these before we talk. I'll read a whole whack of them, and then we can talk about them. Sorry if I missed your comments, guys. If you want to get your comment in, put it in. You guys are doing great. Man, we're getting a lot of good talking here. This is a pigeon club, man. We're talking.
Right.
I used apple cider vinegar for years, like bleach, because I wouldn't want to drink bleach. Good point. Pigeons wouldn't either. Sorry about my name. I'm Scottish and Spanish. Well, you're the Spanish Scotsman. Okay, Brian Mansker, what is your opinion on what is the best date of 3 shippings? We'll talk about that. Let me think about that. I think wait a little bit if you can. If you want to ship them, I think we're going to do, I think in about 3 weeks, we're going to do a shipment. But that's that. Sim says, use Virkon, kills bacteria and fungus. Okay. Yeah, I've tried Virkon. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know.
I know.
I know we tried it there. I know Frank McLaughlin, he swore up and down. He said, "Oh, you put the birds on Virkon, even if you're running a 1 loft rate, you put them on." I put them on Virkon, like he said. I watched the pigeons just go like this, crash and burn.
I remember some years ago we had one guy says, give them so much of brake liner cleaner.
Oh,
that's like a brake liner cleaner. What
sulfuric acid. He said, put sulfuric acid in the water.
Right.
Now, when you open sulfuric acid, she smokes. It's meant to clean aluminum. And I mean, it burns you.
Well, I thought that was brake liner cleaner.
It was sulfuric acid. We put that in the water to kill canker or something. The pigeons, he said, keep the pigeons real thirsty and put it in. I seen those pigeons run up. We did the measurement as he said. Pigeons put the face near it, and they turned around. And I said, right at that point, fuck that. We're not feeding them that. Hold on. But hey, everyone's different. Hold on. What is the measurement for apple cider vinegar? Now, Ricky, I think everyone has different measurements. I like how you do it. What's your measurement when you're giving birds apple cider vinegar in the water? Let's say for people, a six liters.
I just go bloop, bloop, bloop. That's it.
3 or 4 seconds?
Yeah, not even. And then I if I can just barely smell it, it's good. And when you put it in with the birds, if you overdid it, you'll see the birds. They'll turn their face to go like this.
A little
right?
too strong.
Yeah, too strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's what I do. I just, maybe I should do it here.
Our Spanish Scotsman, that's what I'm calling them now, never mix bleach with anything that turns into poison for athletes. That's right. Again, bleach, I don't know. How much vinegar per gallon? Again, guys, you want to put it in, I think, so you can smell it. Some people say an ounce.
Barely smell it.
Barely smell it. Hey, you know what?
You don't want to overdo it either. That's not good for them.
And here's the other thing. Make some in your drinker. Hold your drinker up. Taste it. Oh, I can't taste anything. Add a little more. Mix it. Oh, I'm just starting to taste it, or I'm just starting to smell it. Bang. You're okay. And then, exactly what you said. What did you say? Give it to the pigeons and watch their reaction.
That's right. Watch them. Right?
They're going to talk to you, but remember, you have to speak pigeon. And in order to speak pigeon, be quiet. Use your eyes. Watch. Hold on. Darren Shepherd. That's an easy name. I like that name. And another thing, guys, as keeping your birds healthy is by washing feed trays accordingly to what material you use to build it. Okay. Interesting. Derek Walsh. He blow torches every feeder, every box perch in his loft. That's Derek Walsh. He got blow torches in every section. A blow torch.
I think very good. That kills.
Now you're not gonna be blow torching. I guess you can blow torch the plastic. You can blow torch. He liked to use the ceramic or the clay pot feeders.
Now you talk about Patrick Brooks. His name Brooks. Is it Brooks? Books. And what does he do? What does he do? Patrick Books, a champion flyer in Antwerp. He flies with 8 cockbirds.
He don't clean out the box perches. He don't clean the floor.
Right.
He wants good immunity. He wants them to have a natural immunity. Mm-hmm. And that's his thought. And am I disagreeing? 100% not. Now, but there are some people that have to clean. They have to be crazy.
I always thought sometimes you get onto a certain system that you believe this system works and you've had great success. But I'm going to say, maybe Derek Walsh, if he did the same as the Patrick does,
right?
He may be a better flyer.
Hold on.
Or even Patrick may be a better flyer than Derek.
Isn't it funny?
Right.
But guess where Derek got his birds from?
From Patrick.
From Patrick. Now, but what's so amazing? Mm-hmm. Patrick's loft isn't dirty. It's his own immunity he's building.
Right.
In his mind, it's perfectly clean. It's perfectly this. He said, it's dry. There's no smell. I have natural immunity. ABC, I'm talking about you. I don't go in and waste my time scraping. I like to look at the pigeons. I like to take my time. I don't like to get in there, scrape. I'm doing a whole lot of cleaning for what? Same guy. Derek Walsh gets birds from him. World-class results in Ireland of Derek Walsh. He's doing the reverse. You know what's so great? Both guys, super results. Both guys, 2 completely opposite loft systems. You know what that means, eh? Good pigeons, good pigeons. So, guys.
Good pigeons and good pigeon
Management. But both managements are different. Good pigeons.
The other thing is when he's in the loft scraping all day long, the pigeons get to know him. They get to know, they get that comfort with him being in there all the time, and that there's a comfort thing there. It's maybe not as cleaning. It's the birds relate to the comfort of the loft manager being in there. Now, the more the manager is in there,
the birds get more comfortable.
Yeah, right. It's
he did not want to go and clean. He didn't want to clean.
Like Deep Pallet said, he had a business. He had a desk in his loft where he answered the phone. He was talking to the people right in the loft. His pigeons would see him. They'd see him 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. They related to him, his voice. They seen his movements. They seen his react. They seen all this. And maybe he didn't realize it, but that's what made him so successful.
Sure. Right? Troy says, good luck getting glass drinkers in North America. Very easy, guys. You get a nice deep dish. I don't have one here. A nice deep dish like this, bowl, right? You get lasagna trays, whatever. A lasagna glass bowl. Get a pail. Turn the pail over. Put the pail over the top and cut a little notch in it. You've got a 1 liter drinker, glass drinker, 2 liter drinker. As long as you find it, you can make it. It's not hard. You don't have to have torpedo drinkers.
So what happens when you turn the bowl over? Where's the
take the bucket off, pour the water out, so put the jar down, fresh water, pail on top, and always when you put your pail on top, put a brick on top. So they don't knock the pail off.
It's not going to it's not gravity fed then.
No. Just a yeah. Well, we should show one.
Well, the other thing too is you could put a trough in, like you say, with the with the dowels, and have if you have a garden hose, just the water just trickling, just like at the river, right?
Yeah. Lowe's Loft says I use a toilet brush and cordless drill to clean the cups. Okay, there you go. You're cleaning them real hard. Michael Peevler says if you go to a ceramic store, they'll make a drinker for you. Michael Peevler, great idea. Michael Peevler, in his spare time, he does make ceramic drinkers. Guys, if you want a drinker, ask Michael Peevler.
I went to Mexico once, and they gave me ashtrays.
Yeah.
They said, here, you're on the beach, you want an ashtray.
I may need to do that. ABC Loft, doesn't matter if you train the young birds in the race course or as long as they go down the road anywhere. My thought is always train them first on the line of flight of where you're racing. I think that's the best. For what you want to do, I think that's the best. What do you think?
Take them on the race, yeah.
Take them on the line. You build way more speed. Okay? Troy says, Ryan, ask Elamar, how was the mixture I gave him with the vinegar and oregano tea?
I don't think I got enough of it, really.
You didn't get enough of it. Again, guys, apple cider and all these things you give.
Like if I get a quart of it, fine. Thank you very much. But how long is that going to last me?
Some of the natural stuff, I think you got to use it for a time to see.
Get into the old system,
What did Bruce say? But thanks, Troy. Apple cider vinegar, 1 and 1 ounces per gallon. That's what Bruce says. Okay.
1.5 an ounce, he's saying.
1 and 1/2 ounce per gallon.
Yeah, sounds good.
And again, Lance, try that out. Try 1 ounce, put it in the water, take a sip, smell it, then add the 1/2 ounce. Just check it out yourself. Rosedale says, I use 1 capful from Bragg's bottle per liter. I don't know. Okay.
Per liter. So there's 4.5 in a gallon. So he would use 4.
Oh, sorry. I read one. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
He would use 4 caps per gallon. To me, that sounds like a lot.
Okay. So
I don't know.
SM Loft says, no, not Virkon in the drinking water. I think he sprays the loft down, bulls and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
again, guys, I would still even say, shit, I'd go with apple cider vinegar. I don't know. And 2 years ago, you can see it on the show. I thought it was full of shit, but I did some looking at it,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes sense. Anyways, I use Hawker's Loft Treatment white powder to clean the lofts. Again, we use a bit of lime. I think that works good. He flies 8 birds in North America. The average guy would have 80 birds, the same size loft. Well, Mike, you have an opportunity to purchase birds from this guy. And I will say something. We have a direct child from Strike in the sale. A direct child from Strike for Derek Walsh, I believe, sold for around 30,000 euros. We have a direct child of Strike. Super Pigeon. You know what? God damn it, Feathers Elite brings some good pigeons. You guys are on fire tonight. We're going to keep this show going. Man, it started off flat and it's rolling. Bruce Dickinson says, I scrape twice daily. I get to spend time with the birds. Okay. Imagine, though. Just try this one out. Don't scrape twice daily. Sit there for the same amount of time. Wonder... Or you know what? When you scrape twice a day, the same amount of time it takes you to scrape, I want you to sit in that loft for the exact same amount of time. Try it out.
Or wait, stop scraping. Spend that time with your wife.
The scraping time with your
sitting
wife.
on the couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's way better than scraping twice a day. You know?
Okay, Bob Adams. Hey, Bob. I don't know where you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching from. Nice to have you on the show. I use Primalac Pigeon Water Solubles for super health. For super health birds, it is the best probiotic for pigeons on the market. Natural immunity encouraged by using Primalac pigeons. Hey, there's a plug right there, guys. I don't know. I've never tried the Primalac. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I might try it this year. Man, we're getting lots tonight. Sounds like a business ideal for Amazon. Well, that's okay. Glass water drinkers. And yeah, guys, you can order a lot. Lots of stuff you can find on the internet. Carlos De Silva says, 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar per gallon of water. That's roe is dead. Bacteria is dead. Vinegar per gallon in the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the only thing I don't like. I got lazy with that tablespoon and capfuls and shot glasses and all that stuff. So I get lazy. So I start to think about it. Oh, okay. You do it long enough, you start to go, boop, boop, boop. You know what I mean? You carry the teaspoon and carry all that shit.
I believe a good bartender should pour a shot, and I think they say it's about 4 seconds.
Yeah,
a 4-second pour is a shot.
He doesn't even look at the shot glass. He just knows how much to pour. It's like cracking eggs. A top-notch chef could take 4 eggs in his hand, and he goes like this. Boom, the crack, boom, put them in the thing, boom, boom, boom. He doesn't sit there like me and go, boom.
Hold on. Now,
you start to learn.
Bruce says he does sit in his loft after he scrapes too. So good job, Bruce. Mike Vandriak says, if you have 8 birds in a section, you can rely on natural immunity. If you have 80 birds in the same size section, you may not get away with the same thing.
I agree with it. It's overcrowding.
Listen. You've seen his 8 youngsters. That was his first round. He raises about 40 youngsters in his loft.
Who does?
Patrick.
Oh, okay.
Right? He raises 8 cocks.
Okay.
Patrick is exactly like you. I look to eliminate. Anything wrong, you go. I'm not here to piss around. He doesn't want to have 80 pigeons because he says I don't need to win with 80 pigeons. I'll do it with a small group or I don't do it. Mm-hmm. Any way you want to do it, hey. And he never makes an excuse. Low Loft says they need to learn that the course they need to be able to take off without circling too many times. And that's repetition is key. This is exactly what you're saying. You sort of got to train them to get confidence on a line of flight. Oh shit. Does Daromatrix, boy, that word, I can't read it.
That's a $64 word.
I'll spell it. You try and see what it is. DIATOMACEOUS.
I had one of those, but it flew away. Yeah. I got right out of that strain.
Okay, but maybe we'll figure this out. Okay, I'll read it. Does Daromatrix go to this? Earth help kill bacteria or just lice and mites and parasites?
We've never heard of it.
Boy, I don't know that word.
We don't know it.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, David Tracy. Rosedale, as you say, you can smell how strong it is in the water. If it's too strong, the birds will stay away from it. I think so.
Oh, yeah. If it's a bit too strong, they'll drink. You see, they drink it and they shake their head. When they do that, they pull back. Yeah.
Okay, Troy.
Remember that we bought it. You got it from Walmart. Yeah. It was a apple cider Mother's.
Yeah.
Right. And it says right on the container, I think it was 2 spoons in a glass of water with ice.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to drink it.
It says drink, very pleasant drink. On a hot day, very pleasant drink. And we tried it. Wow, it was good.
It was all right. It wasn't bad.
Too expensive.
Right. Happy Monday. I believe
it's not
just
not as good as vodka off the bottle. You know what I mean?
Oh, hey, nothing beats vodka off the bottle, right?
Right.
I like how you threw that one in. Well, there you go. I'm looking here just to see if I missed some comments. I probably missed the odd person's comments. It don't matter. What do we got here? Paul McGuire says, watching GPS video interesting and informative. Great Pigeon Show. Watching Great Pigeon Show. Interesting and informative. Hey, guys, that's what this is about. Again, what did we open up tonight with? A lot of fun. Right here. So that's what we opened up with.
So do the people want to see my 5 youngsters that I just weaned 5 days ago or something?
I don't know.
If they want to see them, I'll go and get them. I'll bring them here. I'm going to put.
Or do we want to leave this for next week?
No, by that time they'll be offline.
Well, are you going to have more?
No, if they want to see the ones I have right now, these 5 out of the 8, that's so they could see them. Maybe someone can see a couple I got to knock off. Still,
I don't care. Whatever you want to do. So if you want to bring them, how long is it going to take you? Because I got people here. They're
take me a couple minutes. I'm going to put something on here so they can shit on it.
We're going to put the cutting board.
They'll be all over the place, man, because they love me.
They love you. Oh yeah, they do. Hey guys. Hey. Oh, some of the comments are popping back up from before.
Okay, you keep talking.
I got to keep talking again.
Right.
We should have had them earlier, but that's okay.
Well, I got them in the basket out there. It takes me a minute. All I got to do is put something on the table.
You know what? We'll use that right there.
I got the old Roy thing.
No, just use that. They'll feel good on that. Put it right here.
Okay.
Some of the comments popping back up. All right, go grab them. As we wait, again, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, we are bringing you the Valentine's couple, guys. Remember, all bids are in Canadian dollars. That's right, all bids are in Canadian dollars. You're going to see a couple of Ricky's babies. Some of the same comments are popping up. If you guys can still hear me on here, please let me know. I just want to see if we put them here, how it's going to be. Lots of comments. Yes, show us. Okay, we're gonna pull them up for you guys. Just give them a second. It's gonna take them about a minute or two. Let's see him. All right, he's gonna show you some that he's weaned, and he said I think 1 or 2 he's gonna eliminate. Again, we're not gonna do any eliminating on the show, but we're gonna show you. Again, any questions, throw them in. Loud and clear. Okay, you guys can hear us. Good, 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 good. Thanks for your patience. Jesus. And there Ricky goes. You use my Crocs if they're there. I'm reading because some of the comments are piling over from old comments. Only race ugly ones. Oh man, comments are still here. Okay, good. Again, guys, when we were talking about Pioneer One Loft race, we're at 234 birds. Great so far. I know people wait, but this is the race here you want to get into. There's no money up front. You don't pay for anything up front. You send your team of young birds whatever you want. You want to send 10 birds, 20 birds, 30 birds. They go in, we break them, we loft fly them, we train them, and you follow along the whole ride. When the pigeons graduate past the 100-mile activation race, then you pay to activate your pigeons. You pay for only pigeons that have made it. Guys, you're going to lose pigeons due to sickness. You're going to lose pigeons on the break. You're going to have a lazy pigeon that doesn't loft fly or hits a wire. You're going to have some pigeons that get lost in training. You only want to pay for the pigeons that can make it past the 100 miles. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's great for you guys. Everything in this world is so goddamn expensive. Take a look at salad, lettuce, food, meat. Everything is so expensive. All these races, expensive, expensive. We want to do something to help you guys participate with a good number of pigeons. Come at it with a bit of an army. There's lots of races you can go and put 5 birds in and pay $150 perch fees. I know. But when the birds don't make it, is not there, you lose your money. You know, guys, and I know it stings. Trust me, everything's so expensive, and you want to play one loft racing, you want to play. The Pioneer, I don't think you guys are going to go wrong. We're accepting birds starting February 18th to June the 1st. And what does that mean? Send first rounds, send second rounds, send third rounds. Get your clubs involved. Don't be shy. Let's see, what else? Yes, show us. Yes, show us. What about Scottish pounds? Scottish pounds. Don't you guys call that sterling? Isn't that what you guys call it? Looking for a super flyer in Scotland. You guys know and you let me know. Looking here at comments. I got to get back to Brian about shipping for our race, for Americans. Again, guys, when you are shipping to any races, please make sure your birds have enough room in the baskets or in the boxes, whatever you use. Make sure there's enough ventilation holes. And do not use shavings. Big X, don't use shavings. I know it's easy to get. Don't use it. Pine needles, great. Shredded paper, great. Do not use. Straw is great. Never use hay. Hay is green. Green sweats, heats up. Not good.
Oh, I got the youngsters. I got them in the basket. You want to show?
All right, pull it up. Here, bring it here and I'll put it up here.
I like to see, listen to them.
Here, you lift from the bottom.
Okay. Listen to them.
So there you go.
They're happy as can be. I like it when they see me. They start flapping their wings. They show me respect. Right?
All right.
Here they are. Let me go on this side.
All right. And here you guys see, that's how we wean them. Wean them off into a basket.
Come. This one's a bit younger. Come on, come. Come. See? You're going to respect me. See? Now wait. You're going to get the drinker. Watch. Give me 1 second.
He's going to get the drinker,
They're
guys.
so smart. Those two are a little older.
Yeah.
Let me get the drinker. Give me 1 second. Just see how smart they are.
And you see, I'm looking here for your fingers. This is Ricky's project, eh? You see, looking for the mom, see? He thinks this is mom. But he is going to grab it. Let's see. Any questions? Put them in. Come on, guys. I'm just trying to turn this so you can see in here. Come on. Oh. Come on back over here. Hold on. Let's see if I can switch this up. Hold on. There's one right there. Now, these were weaned 16 days old. Take a look. Nice, super healthy. You see it right here on this.
Watch how smart they are. Come. Come. Look.
Nope.
Come.
Hold on.
Oh. Come.
I don't know if they'll. Let's see. Let me rotate my camera here.
Come.
And again, guys, great way to basket train your pigeons. Get them used to it right from day one. Now these birds, they grow up in here for a week, 10 days.
Yeah.
And they already basket trained, so there's nothing scared here.
Come on. Hook. Come on, go. Come. Oh, you're just playing around with me.
So there you see. Let's see if the comments are. We got any comments? All right, let's see. Comments.
Oh, take a look, folks. You see it. See how smart they are?
Why are you taking?
Look at my pigeons love me, man. And I'll tell you something. When I go in the loft, I always tell them I'm coming in. I say hello. They know me. Come on, take a drink. Don't be stupid. Or he wants love. That's
all right,
what he wants.
Move that drinker. But there you see. We'll talk about that next week. Primalac, ask calamari, the mixture of the oregano. Oh, I hate when the comments double over, but hey, it is what it is. You want to take them out of the basket or no?
Take them out. Oh, okay.
All right, let's close the basket up. Pull out one.
I'll take them right now. When it's sunny, I'll put them outside.
They're a little camera shy. Blue checker is very nice. Yeah, we'll pull out a couple here and put them on here so you can see them. We'll do one at a time or whatever. We'll just do one or two at a time. So just run around. Just gonna get these glasses. Nice babies.
Hello. Come on. This one here really catches my eye.
All right, here we go, guys.
Oh, got a little bit of shit in his feet.
That's all right.
That's okay. Here. Here. Come. That's That's a cock. This is his nest mate.
I like this one.
This little hen is really nice.
Any from Plugger. Yeah, these ones here.
No, check the crop. All their crops are right full of feed, eh?
Yeah.
Now let's just see something. Here. Come. They're all very nice and keen.
There you guys see it right here on the family show. In the kitchen, man. We showed you it all.
You even see them crapping.
Yeah.
Come. Oh, what? The young one.
Yeah.
Younger one.
Mike Parrish says, what's your thoughts on young pigeons still snapping at you in the nest? I like that.
I think it's good. I like it.
We call that a bit of character, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of attitude.
Whoa.
There you go. We're giving you this vision of them. Again, which one? I don't like this one. The nest mate's much nicer, but this one here is in the stage where it's got to either get living or get dying.
Let me feel the crop. Oh, it's half crop of food, but it's a little bit sucky.
Little sucky. I'm one hand in it. Oh.
No, I just think he's a little bit sucky. So we're going to see.
That's real wet though under the wings.
This is a nice pigeon right here.
Oh yeah,
this checker,
this
young one,
super nice.
Oh, that's a beauty. He's a little wet under the wing. Look at this one stretching his wing, trying to show. Oh, look, he's showing you.
Yeah. And for guys wondering, I bet you this one won't have it. See, that's really not wet anymore. But this one, that's called wet. When you see the skin.
Well, I weaned them 5 days ago. These guys. Those ones I left a little bit longer because you know what? This is a nice pigeon. This checker.
Oh yeah, all very very nice. And again, guys, you see this only here on the family show. This one here wants to have a drink. He looks like it.
This guy, yeah. A little bit shitty in the basket because you know what? They like to crap. They like to eat. Now let's see.
As you guys see.
Don't ask me why. The main question is, why do pigeons like to shit in a feeder? Okay, so let's see what they do here when I put this. Come. Come on, come.
Yeah, this checker here is money, this one.
That checker's going to be a good one, I think. Huh?
It looks like they're going to eat some grapefruit. Yeah, guys, that's right. All right, so there you've seen them. We didn't lie to you. We showed you how we wean them.
You see they stretch the wing that look at my wings are up.
And remember, we're only looking for the ones that can do it. We're not looking for the sucky ones. Those ones will be removed. But
we already removed 3 out of the 8.
3 out of the 8. And I'll tell you,
this one here, exactly what you're saying.
That one there will be.
It's a little bit sleepy.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
I can see it even in the eye.
Yeah. Right.
But you know what? That's pigeon flying, guys. So, I think we've been on for, quite a bit of time. Jordan, get ready. Check the post. You should be a happy guy. Mike Green being on the cider. Okay. I think this was a good show. Lots of fun. You guys got to see some young pigeons. We're going to be on every Monday night from now until forever. So anything pigeon related, you guys join in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Again, as I say, guys, this show works best when you guys participate. And tonight I give you guys 10 out of 10 in participation. We had some real good pigeon talk. Get your birds ready for the one loft racing. Guys, if you're looking for a super match pair of pigeons, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, this Valentine sale, you are not going to go wrong. Trust the breeders that we have there. You're not going to go wrong. There it is, running at Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. The best of the best out of Belgium. Guys, that is Loft Manager Richard. I'm Ryan. These are the first 5.
Remember these youngsters, all these youngsters, 10 days ago or so, we had minus 26 degrees here.
Minus 26.
Yeah.
Cold.
Cold. So these guys here,
Thank you guys. Again, thanks for tuning in. We're going to see you next Monday. That's Ricky. I'm Ryan. Next week, we do this all again. Get your pigeon questions ready. If we can't answer them, somebody on the show will help you.
All the best.
All the best, and enjoy those pigeons. And keep promoting.
Remember, if they look at you sideways,
elimination. Thanks for flying with us, guys. Bye for now.
and I'll tell you one thing, you do crap a lot.